Hey, this is Corey from Reliance, and in today's video we're going to be looking at this portable fan. Now, I bought this with my own money. I will leave an affiliate link in the description box down below if you would like to pick one up for yourself, or if you just want to look over some of the specs that I might not mention in this video. But I really like this thing. I've been using it for a couple months now. I don't see it as a permanent thing. Like, I'm not going to run this all day, every day. But as an emergency backup for car camping, this thing is really awesome. And it folds up just like this. And you can see, and then there's a button for low, medium, or high. You might be able to hear it. It's very quiet. It's not that loud, which I really like, until you get into the higher settings. So this is low, medium, and then high. And off. The other thing I like about this fan is so when it's compacted down, it is 4.5 inches by 8 inches this way, but you can see it's kind of got like a key shape to it. And so from the tip of the key to the bottom is 9 3/4 of an inch. And so it's small. They also make a 10-inch version of the same fan. Now the 10-inch one does have a remote control, and you can charge your phone with it. This one you cannot charge your phone. This one is just a fan. It's USB-C rechargeable. It has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and with that 10,000 milliamp hour battery, it can run on low for 20 hours, medium for 10 hours, and high for 5 hours. So if you're running it at that low speed, which I never use it above the low speed, you're getting 20 hours of runtime, which is really awesome. The other thing is you can use your battery bank to recharge it. And so let me plug this in really quickly, because I know this is a question I had. So as it's charging, so you can see it's charging right now, it still works. And so you can use it while it's charging, and with a 20,000 milliamp hour battery and the 10,000 that's in it, you can run this thing for 60 hours, which is a long time. If you have a 72-hour blackout kit, if you're going camping for a weekend, this will last the whole weekend. Also, if you're one of the people that need to sleep with a fan because you need that background noise, this will last the whole 8 hours that you're sleeping, the 6 to 8 hours, and you can use it over and over again. You can use your power bank to charge it over and over again. And as long as you keep it on that low setting, it's going to work. And the fact that it's USB-C means that if you have the capabilities of charging your phone, you have the capabilities of charging this fan. The other thing is it's telescoping, so I can make it much larger. And so when it is extended to its tallest setting, it is 43.5 inches tall when it's extended fully. And then when it is at its shortest, still in fan mode, it is 6.5 inches. Or not 6.5, 16.5 inches, excuse me. And so it can be used for a desk, it can be used standing up, it can be used, you can use it anywhere in between too. So I can put it at the top of the frame or the bottom or the middle of the frame. And so you can use it however height you need. So if you want it blowing on you while you're laying in bed, if you want it blowing on you while you're sitting at your desk, you can adjust it. The other thing that I really like about it is it oscillates. So we'll put it on low here, and you can see it oscillates back and forth. And then you can adjust this as well, so I can have it pointing up, I can have it pointing straight ahead, I can have it pointing wherever I need to point it to. And it oscillates, but if I stop it, so right now the base is pointing towards you, but the fan is pointed this way. When I go to turn it off, it straightens itself back out so that you can fold it, put it away, do whatever you want to do with it. But when you turn it back on, it has a memory. So it's going to go back to where you left it. So now it's pointing that same way again. So if you set this up on a desk, if you set this up for your bed to sleep at night, or however you set this up, it's going to go back to where you last left it. And if you want to center it again, you got to oscillate it and you have to stop it right in the middle so that it goes back to being in the middle. The cons, the only con I have about this thing is, number one, it doesn't seem like it's built to be ran all day, every day. This isn't going to replace your typical standard fan that you plug into the wall and that you run all day, every day, like in your bedroom or living room. This is a emergency, a vacation. This isn't something that you're going to run all day, every day. It just doesn't seem to have the build quality for that. And then the second thing is you always have to go low, medium, high, off. So even though I run it on low, I always run it on low. I never run it on medium or high. But every single time I want to turn it off, I got to go medium, high, off. Which doesn't really bother me that much, but it is a con. The other thing is the battery indicator. So the battery indicator only has 3 lights, and it's 100%, 60%, and 30%. I wish they would have given us another light for 15 or a quarter of a percentage, because it is, once it gets down to that 30%, you have plenty of battery, but at 30, 25, you still have a quarter of the battery life left. But you have no idea, right? You don't know if you're at 5% or 25%. And so I wish there was more indications on here so that I got a better idea of how much battery power I actually had. But other than that, this seems, it's perfect for what I need it for. I wish, so some people are going to wonder, because this is the 8-inch version. I do not own the 10-inch version. I wish I would have bought the 10-inch version. The 10-inch version is bigger, for one, but number two, it comes with a remote, and so when this thing is extended, so here, I'll show you. So right now, you can see it here, but the buttons are on the floor, right? And so I honestly, I'd use my toe. I use my big toe, and the buttons are big enough to make that work, but I don't really like stepping on this thing, and I don't like putting my feet on it. So having a remote would be really nice. And then the second thing is the 10-inch one has a LED light in the center, so it can shine a light as well. And it has a lot more features, and it's not a lot more money. At the time I bought this, I purchased this for $40 because it was on sale for $40. And the 10-inch one was not on sale for $60, I think. And so for $20 more, and I didn't know if I was going to like it, I didn't know if it was going to be something I actually needed or that I would actually use, so I didn't want to spend that extra $20. I wish I would have spent the extra $20, but at the same time, I like this one, right? I like how small and compact it is. I like that I can just put it in the closet and forget about it. And so I might buy the 10-inch, depending on how well this video does. I might go out and buy the 10-inch just so I can compare them for you guys. But for me personally, this one little fan, it helps keep me cool. I can run it past a heater to help warm up a room. There's a lot of things this little fan can do, and I really am glad that I bought it. I'm really glad that I own it. And it's one of those things that if it breaks, I'm definitely buying another one. I don't want to go without having this, because when the power goes out and it's hot outside, this is really nice. When I'm in the garage and it's hot outside, this thing's really nice. If I ever go camping, if I'm car camping, this also helps. Having a steady breeze helps keep the mosquitoes off of you. It's just a really nice thing to have. I'm glad I own it. I do use it. I do appreciate it. And I appreciate you for sticking around and watching this video. Again, links to this will be in the description box down below. If you want to check the specs or any questions, the affiliate link is a good place to get started, or you can ask me directly in that comment section. Comments have been getting a little overwhelming as the channel continues to grow, as you guys continue to like, share, and subscribe. It's getting harder and harder to answer all the comments. I have over 650 videos. A lot of them get watched on a daily basis, and so keeping up with comments is getting a little bit tricky, but I do my best. I try to answer every single comment, so even though if it takes me some time, I try to respond to everyone. So thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you on my next video.